LEGO Star Wars May 4th promo is a huge date in the calendar for any Star Wars fan. And as it's quickly approaching, let's look back at every major promo we've had so far. How much are they worth now? And rank them on the archives wall of relevance. For those who don't know, LEGO releases a gift with purchase to help celebrate Star Wars Day, May the 4th, which comes from the saying, "May the Force be with you." These gift with purchases, or GWP, are limited, exclusive, and become highly sought after. Some of these prices might actually give you a shock. One of the great things that the May 4th promo can offer is an opportunity to release a minifigure that doesn't justify a full set, or would be out of place in a current run of releases. LEGO has done some amazing May 4th gift with purchases, but they've also dropped the ball quite a few times over the years. The promo started off with pretty humble beginnings. There were a few posters available, some sticker sheets, but I'm going to start from when it was a full-blown in-store available to everyone event. 2011 held the first LEGO Star Wars Day celebration that we know today, and it offered one of the best gifts with purchases we have ever had. The Shadow ARF polybag is a great rework of the ARF troopers first seen in the Clone Trooper Battle Pack released a few months earlier. These all-black minifigures look striking and have a real presence about them, but don't think about army building these until you hear their current price. In 2025, in a new condition, this polybag will cost you $365 US, 300 pounds, or 350 euros. And used is not much cheaper, $355 US, 290 pounds, or 345 euros. For the rarity and uniqueness, I'm going to rank this as an A tier. 2012 gave us a unique figure in TC14. This all-chrome minifigure looks remarkable and also highlights how LEGO should really be using more chrome. Imagine if every C-3PO came like this. TC14 was the droid that greeted Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi to the Trade Federation ship at the beginning of The Phantom Menace. New, this minifigure goes for $100 US, 85 pounds, or 100 euros. Secondhand, $90 US, 75 pounds, or 88 euros. It is a good release. I'm going to put this as a solid B tier category. Now, 2013 saw a bit of a misstep, and fans weren't over the moon with the Han Solo Hoth polybag. The minifigure itself is decent, good prints, and a new look at how LEGO had done the Han Solo minifigure until this point. But the bar had been set for May 4th promos to be something special, and this felt like a figure you can get in any old set. And in fact, LEGO went on to release a bunch of Hoth sets with very similar minifigures, meaning that this slot was completely wasted for the year. New, this will set you back $9.50, 7 pounds, 9 euros. Secondhand, $8.50, 6 pounds 50, or 8 euros. This GWP, I'm going to rank at the D tier. Now, LEGO either heard the criticism or they were sleeping for a year, because in 2014, they released what many say is the best May 4th GWP ever. Darth Revan is an extraordinary minifigure and is still sought after by collectors today. A run of the Knights of the Old Republic sets had started in 2012 and gave us some great sets and memorable minifigures. But this polybag was the last release of an Old Republic minifigure for 10 years. Revan goes down as one of the top tier minifigures when you get into collecting, but he will not come cheap. New goes for $288 US, 233 pounds, or 276 euros. Secondhand is only a little cheaper at $268 US, 217 pounds, or 257 euros. And this will claim an S tier on my rankings. It's my personal dream to get a trio of Darths Revan, Malgus, and Malak together. Got 1 out of 3. The cheapest one. In 2015, we saw what I think is the perfect use of this slot, Admiral Yularen. This look, which ties into the appearances of Star Wars Rebels, didn't find a spot in the traditional releases, but still a minifigure worth making. Many fans of the Clone Wars were glad to see this older version of the Admiral who once served Anakin Skywalker. New, this polybag cost $67 US, 54 pounds, 66 euros, or in a used condition, $65 US, 52 pounds, or 63 euros. So pretty much, just pick it up new. For me, this gets a solid A tier and a great use of the GWP slot. 2016 sees a sharp decline as we move into the sequel trilogy era. The First Order Stormtrooper is uninspired, underwhelming, and a missed opportunity to give something fans might actually want. This isn't just hating on the sequels, because there could have been a bunch of other characters or even ranks of Stormtroopers that could have made this actually desirable. You can pick this up new for 14 US dollars, 11 pounds or 13 euros. Or the secondhand market has it at 9 US dollars, 7 pounds or 9 euros. This is getting a solid F tier, and honestly, just a bit sad to see a missed opportunity like this that only comes once a year. 2017 saw a bit of a change with a unique set on offer, albeit a small one. This 70-piece buildable R2-D2 in itself is a good build. Printed pieces, a front leg and a rotating head, trumping what the minifigure version can offer. But being put into this slot as a May 4th GWP was a bit of a death blow for it. I'd be happy to pay a tenner for this, have it exist in that sort of brickhead slot, but when you put it in a place where fans have become so hyped for something, it's going to fall flat. New, you can get this for 21 US dollars, 15 pounds or 17 euros. Used, $19.50, 10 pounds or 16 euros. It's good in any other situation, but as a May 4th GWP, this is a C tier. 2018 fell into the same problem, but this time with a build of BB-8. Maybe outside the context of this slot, which had given so much earlier, this would have been fine, but with the heavy expectations on this, it didn't go down well. You can pick this one up new for 15 US dollars, 10 pounds or 15 euros. Used quite cheap at 9 US dollars, 5 pounds or 9 euros. This is going to be joining the R2-D2 build in the C tier. 2019 gave us a micro Battle of Hoth build, a set which was starting to establish that the golden years of the GWP for May 4th were well and truly over. For me, this looks more like a free mock on Rebrickable rather than something you can only get once a year. It met a mixed response from fans, but overall people wanted a bit more than what this promotion had been offering. You can pick this up new for 43 US dollars, 34 pounds or 41 euros. Used, 36 US dollars, 23 pounds or 27 euros. And this is getting a C tier. In 2020, the Death Star 2 battle was the GWP and was met with the same feeling as the previous year. It's a good idea, it's not a terrible build, but the magic had almost run dry from what this GWP could offer. You can pick this up for 27 US dollars, 22 pounds, 26 euros, or used at 18 US dollars, 14 pounds, or 17 euros. And this is joining what is now a pretty crowded C tier. 2001 was another entry in the micro scale builds, this time being the Tatooine Homestead. And to be fair, this one has got a different look and feel about it. The scale works much better than the previous years, and if those had been handled better, this could have grown into quite a loved series. But at this time, all people were calling out for was minifigs, minifigs, minifigs. I personally really like this one, and I think it would go really well on a desk. Today, this costs 27 US dollars, 22 pounds, or 26 euros. Used, 18 US dollars, 14 pounds, or 17 euros. This one is just climbing into the B tier. 2022 saw the return of a minifigure being available with the Lars family homestead, and a bit of a saviour for the promo as a whole. This GWP offered everything that makes this promo great. An exclusive, otherwise not made minifigure that can be special to those who really love and enjoy Star Wars. Art Brew is a minor character from episode 4, and I don't think that LEGO should go and make every Tom, Dick and Glup shooter in the galaxy, but it's a piece that a collector can look at and be proud of. For me, this should be the ultimate blueprint of what this promo could offer going forward. You can pick it up used for 33 US dollars, 26 pounds, or 29 euros, or used for 20 US dollars, 16 pounds, or 19 euros. Now, this for me is a solid A tier set, but I can see why it's not everyone's cup of tea. 2023 was the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, and LEGO honoured it with a build of the Death Star 2. The build is decent, but fans were left a bit confused after the return of minifigures in the year previous. But this build, in honesty, doesn't even need one. You can pick this up for 45 US dollars, 40 pounds, or 42 euros, or used for 40 US dollars, 30 pounds, or 32 euros. For me, this is going into the B tier. 2024 had a lot of hype leading up to May 4th promo, as we learnt we were pretty much getting an entire set. The Trade Federation troop carrier was part of the 25th anniversary celebrations for the Phantom Menace. A great buy on its own, getting this as a gift with purchase made a lot of people happy. But others said it just should have been released as a set and cost $30. There aren't many opportunities to army build droids, and this would have been a great way to bolster the ranks of your separatist armies if it had just been a regular set. Today it goes for 35 US dollars, 31 pounds, or 38 euros, or used 28 US dollars, 21 pounds, or 27 euros. I like this set, but I'm not sure the May 4th promo slot was the best place for it, a B tier. It has been so up and down over the years when it comes to the May 4th promo. Some of the best minifigures on record to sets that no one will remember. It feels like in the recent years, LEGO has started putting a bit more priority into making this memorable, which at the end of the day is all fans want. What do you see from this year's May 4th promo? And hopefully it's not already spoiled by the time you got to the end of this video. If you've enjoyed this, please give me a like and a follow. I'm new at doing this long form stuff. I'm chipping away, getting a little bit better each time. So thank you for bearing with me.